Hello, and welcome to this Sunday, August 4th, 2019 episode of Apple Sidekick. Today's episode is about the Apple Watch, and it requires effort. As I've been taking the time to learn more about the Apple devices and how people are using them versus just how I'm using them, it's making me realize what I use the Apple Watch for and what I don't use the Apple Watch for and what I want to use the Apple Watch for. I originally got it to manage my health. And with the rings, it's really great, except when you're not moving much and it doesn't show you doing much, then it's like, I don't even want to wear it. No notifications. I think it's something that I haven't even been wearing my Apple Watch unless I'm going out. I like the ability to control my phone because there are uses where I'll take my phone and take pictures from my wrist for different work that I do. And those types of things you don't even think about until you start using it. Now, another guy was talking about a water minder app, and it reminds him to drink water each day. You know, with the ECG, with the electrocardiogram in the Apple Watch Series 4, it offers even more health benefits, but they all have the heart rate sensor and they can start testing things. You can track your food. You can do a lot of different things that I'm not using my Apple Watch for because, I mean, it's an Apple Watch, not an Apple Watch 4, but I'm not using it because it's an original Apple Watch. It slows down, it's bogged down. Other than just like quick notifications, it was almost even too bogged down for me to like respond to stuff. And that's what a lot of people are using it for. It's like to respond to notifications and all that stuff. But if you can't respond right from here, if you can't take a call from right here, if I leave my phone in the house and I'm outside, the Series 3 and Series 4 has cellular. So it's like this was a great device, but it really wasn't ready. And that's why it took some time to catch on. It took some time to catch up. And now that it's caught up, now we have the Series 4, which is a really great device. In the fall, I'm hoping to see a Series 5 be released because I want to upgrade, and that would be a perfect time to upgrade, as I've talked about in previous episodes. But I think the big thing is that if you have an older one, it can be a fun device to have, but you're not going to get the utility out of it that you get with the newer devices unless you're really studying and understanding what these can do. It's like the water minder app. I hadn't even heard of that, but that's why I got this. It's for health. And you add in those features, and that's one of the things I'm really going to start focusing on with the show is all these. I mean, that's why each day, you know, I have the Apple Watch day, the iPhone day, the iPad day, the Mac day, all these individual days, because I want to be able to go deeper on how to get the most out of your devices. Talking about things that you may just never have heard about. Now watch 10 videos and take 10 different things, these golden nuggets that I haven't said before. So all these things compound. Some of the things I repeat, some of the things will be new. Of course, that's just how it works. But the purpose of the show really is to help you get the most out of your devices. If you go buy an older device, a series, a generation 1 or a series 1, even a series 2, you're not going to get the same benefits as a series 3 or series 4. So I really want to drive that home and make people understand that they are almost like completely different devices. I watch what other people do with their devices, and it's like, no, that's not what this is. I love it. It's awesome. And I love seeing it on my wrist, but in reality, it's just for fun. You know, to see notifications. That's not just for fun. And when I was controlling my phone and being able to see the camera, because actually I have a client that cleans bathrooms. So I was using it so that I could see inside, under things, stuff like that right on my wrist. And then I could take pictures when needed. Now, there is a little bit of lag, but it's a lot less lag than what you see between like the iPhone and a GoPro. So there are stronger connectivities, and I believe in the Siri, the newer Apple Watches, you get a better connection as well. Uh, so those are things to think about that you're getting with Apple devices that you're not getting with the competition. You're getting that refinement and integration between devices. I mean, I have my Apple Watch here, my iPhone, my iPad Pro, and then I'm doing this, streaming this live. I'm recording my podcast, but then I'm recording on freeconferencecall.com, on Facebook, on YouTube, and Zoom, all through my MacBook Air. And this is dead. It's been in my drawer for days. I only use it maybe once a week right now. And when I work away from home, I feel naked without it. It's really weird. I won't use it all week or for weeks, but then I go out and I literally feel naked without it. So it's really interesting, but I work from home now. So I really have the freedom to just work from home, always have notifications around, have the freedom to not need to worry about it as much. I just go about my day, doing my things, and it's like I look at it. If I could respond right from my watch, that would be amazing. So it's like if it wasn't already almost fall and I had the extra cash, I would really want to get an Apple Watch. So I'm glad that I don't have the extra cash. Because in reality, most people should probably wait for the Series 5 just because the price is going to go down a little bit. We don't know what features are going to be in it. Maybe there's not going to be any super killer features, but I feel like there's going to be something that I'm going to want. So that's why I'm waiting. I got this when the Series 2 was out. I thought about, should I get this? Should I get the Series 1? Or should I get the Series 2? And ultimately, I paid about half as much for this. And, versus I think the Series 1 was about $300 at the time, and the Series 2 was $400, and this I got for like $180. So, I mean, it's like, it was worth it. I've had boards fall on this in construction, thinking it was going to be shattered. It held up. I mean, people's dogs have broke it, hitting desks and stuff. So it's not invincible, but it is pretty strong. It's been a great device. I did have like a skin that I put on it, and that did help, I think, to help protect the body of the watch. I never did have a glass face protector. But now that I'm going to be getting more back into construction with these prototyping and stuff. But I love wearing the Apple Watch, and that was one of the biggest things when I was working. I felt like I didn't want it to get damaged. I wore hoodies and coats a lot so that it covered up. But I also cleaned horse barns and stuff like that. And having that was awesome, especially when I was listening to the music, to be able to control it right there and then have wireless headphones. I never had AirPods, but I wish I did. It would have made things better. Although the AirPods, I wouldn't have wanted them to fall out of my ear. The headphones that I did have that worked good wrapped around the back of my head and wrapped around my ear. The point was that the Apple Watch made the experience nice, and then being able to have my phone in my pocket. It is pretty cool. Being able to see who is calling me, being able to see who is texting me, because my hands were actually, in gloves and stuff like that. A lot of times it was really cold sometimes. So it was like being able to push that out of my coat and look, it was like, okay. I mean, I sanitize the stuff a lot, and it's held up even with that. So I feel good about it. I feel good about the newer generations too. They say you're not supposed to, put chemicals and stuff on it, and like, an overabundance of alcohol is going to eat away at stuff. So I'm not saying you should necessarily do that, but I am saying that I did, and it's held up pretty good. I'm just not I'm definitely not recommending it. The newer ones you can actually, you could run underwater. And if you run it underwater for long enough, I'm not saying scrub it with soap and stuff, but that's why you want the newer generations, because they're built more for these kinds of things, washing if it does get dirty and that kind of thing. Because you think about it, this stuff does get dirty. I mean, it does. You're going to have to clean it. And since a client of mine is in the cleaning industry, it's really made me think a lot more about it. So, yeah, I mean, it's held up. I mean, I didn't clean it a ton, but I did clean if I, you know, were to touch it and stuff like that. So it's probably actually more dirty than it should be. Um, but I miss wearing it. I miss because I stopped because it just seemed to get slower and slower. And then I haven't needed it. I don't get that many notifications really. And with these shows, I'll probably get more. So it'll become more valuable. It's one of those things where not everyone needs it, but probably everyone would want it if they had it. If you're going to wear a watch, this is kind of probably the watch you want to have. I mean, really. I remember when I first got it. I drove up to Lansing to get it. It was freezing, no heat in the car, and I got it. And I was working to get these Apple devices because, I mean, ultimately, I did want to start this Apple Sidekick show, do these kinds of things. That's the purpose. Now we're here. So it's cool. It's really cool to have all these things come full circle, just like on the Apple Watch, closest circle. So thank you for watching another episode of Apple Sidekick. Have a great day.